Hey y'all, welcome back to Horse Range Mountain Farm. And if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So today we're going to be making some homemade elderberry syrup. Now, we like to keep some of this on hand, and a lot of times we get some from our neighbor and we'll trade them out. But I had some elderberries that we harvested, so I wanted to make use of them. Alright, so before we go any further, I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving any medical advice. Okay, so elderberries are loaded with antioxidants. And then we also have rose hips that we're going to put in it, and they're loaded with vitamin C. Then we have ginger, and ginger contains antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Then we have clove, and clove has anti-inflammatory properties as well. And then we have cinnamon, which also has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I have this homemade elderberry syrup recipe, but what we're going to do is we're tripling the recipe because that's how much elderberries I had. And so I wanted to just go ahead and triple the recipe so we have plenty on hand. So first off, we're starting with 12 cups of water. Now we're going to add in 3 cups of dried elderberries. Now we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. If you don't have ground cinnamon, you can also use cinnamon sticks. Then we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of ground ginger. Now you can also use fresh ginger, which is really more ideal. Now we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of clove. Now we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of rose hips. Now we're just going to stir everything together. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to a boil, and once it starts to boil, then we're going to reduce the heat and we're going to cook it for about 45 minutes until it has reduced in half the size. Once it has reduced in size, then what we're going to do is we're going to let it cool. And then after it cools, we're going to add in our honey. Now this makes your house smell amazing. So now we've got it at a rolling boil, we're going to turn the heat down. So now it's reduced in size, so we're just going to turn it off and let it cool. Now it's finished, we're just going to strain it. Now it's best to strain this through a cheesecloth because that keeps any grittiness out of it. So we're just pushing this down to get every little bit of juice out of it we can. Here Nathan's adding 1 3/4 cup of honey and mixing it in. Now you want to mix it in really well. So this is what we got out of the batch that we made. Now we're just storing these in our fridge to use as needed, but you can also hot water bath elderberry and it'll keep for a good while. Y'all don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe and come back for more video. Have a blessed day. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Colossians 3:16.